Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So here's another deck profile for you guys today. This time's on zombies. So I haven't really visited zombies in quite a long while, so I figured I'd go back and finally give it the attention it deserves. So this is a slightly different build that I normally would play for zombies. I'm running more of the danger engine this time around simply because the dangers are really good. And also, I'm not running Eldritch, just so you guys know. So just bear that in mind. I can't really afford Eldritch cards right now, and I'm not really looking to get them anyway, so I think pure zombies, zombie world cards are basically just fine. You got Doom King Ballardrock, which is one of your big boss monsters. He can negate and banish cards. So, yeah, a lot of different changes, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this. Actually, let me adjust the camera here just slightly. Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, main deck is going to be 46 cards, and yeah, let's get started. So, starting off with 2 copies of Doom King Ballardrock. As you know, he acts as 2 forms of disruption as long as a zombie monster other than himself activates an effect. 2 Glow Bloom gives you instant access to him and also some of your other level 5 or higher zombies, so pretty good. 2 Necro Banshee. You definitely need to get her out into the graveyard as soon as possible so that way you can get access to your zombie world guaranteed at all times. And the fact that her effect is a quick effect is really cool. Next, 3 Chivalry Solitaire. This gives you access to your Unizombie. So, yeah, not much else to say about that, which comes to our next card, Unizombie. Basically a Foolish Burial, so, yeah. Next up, 2 copies of Jacobolon. This is actually an amazing extender. He also has the ability to revive your zombie monsters or zombie monsters from your opponent's graveyard, so, yeah, definitely something to look into. I definitely would recommend this. Next up, I'm only playing 2 copies of Mizuki. I'm probably gonna run 3 of these later on. Right now, I'm just kind of like testing out the ratios still, so, but so far this is working for me, so yeah, Monster Reborn basically. And 1 Gozuki, might also up this up by 2 or something, I haven't decided yet. Gozuki, I don't really see it enough, so that's why I'm only running it 1. And then lastly, 1 Vampire Furline. So, pretty generic zombie support, so yeah. Alright, so now moving on to the dangers. The only danger I think you should run at 3 is probably going to be Danger Mothman. This basically fixes your hand, and also the fact that it's another free extender piece is really good. So, yeah, Danger Mothman I think is probably the best one for this deck, but like I said, you're still going to be running more of the other danger. So, like, next up, 1 Nessie, which gives you access to 1 from the deck. Jackalope lets you search out a danger. Or not, actually, no, I'm sorry. Nessie's the one that searches, Jackalope's the one that special summons from deck. My bad, I got it mixed up. 1 Tsuchinoko special summons itself regardless. Got the Bigfoot, which pops monsters. Thunderbird, that pops spells and traps. And lastly, 1 Chupacabra that revives your danger. So, yeah, definitely a good engine. I definitely would recommend trying this out. See how you like it, and yeah, that's it. Alright, and for the only hand traps I'm running 3 copies of Ash. I do recite out more if I need them, but, you know, since I'm running dangers, they kind of conflict a little bit with the hand traps, so that's the only reason why I'm minimizing them. Moving on to spells, 3 Zombie World, 3 Super Poly, so this has really nice synergy with the Zombie World card. 2 Called by the Grave, 1 Instant Fusion. Too bad it's at 1, but you know, it is what it is. The card was pretty broken. 1 Terraforming, and for the rest of the 1-0s, 1 for 1 Foolish Burial. And last but not least, Monster Reborn. I kind of like this a little bit better than Book of License, Book of Life. In case if you do go first, Book of Life doesn't really do much. So yeah, I feel like Monster Reborn was just slightly better. And that's it for spells. For the traps, I'm actually running probably the most obvious one. 3 copies of Rivalry of the Warlords. So if your opponent summons a monster while zombie rolls out, you spring this on him, he's going to be locked into zombies. Now this, keep in mind, against Eldritch, this doesn't really work too well, so I would try to recommend you citing it out for something else. But yeah, for any other deck like Adamantipator or anything else that's meta, this is definitely good. But again, just keep an eye out for Eldritch, because again, this card does not really work in your favor for that deck. All right, extra deck, running 1 Yuki Onna, this Absolute Zero Mayakashi. So this is actually a card some people tend to overlook, and it's actually a really good Link 4 zombie monster. So requires 2+ zombies, that's easy enough. Up to twice per turn, whenever a zombie monster is special, or if a special summoned monster is summoned from the grave, or a monster effect is activated from the grave, you can target 1 other face-up monster on the field, change its attack to 0, and if you do, negate its effects. Now keep in mind, this is actually permanent negation. So like, you really gotta know how to time this card out. And it's actually pretty good going second too, because like if you start like not breaking your opponent's board, but negating your opponent's monster's effects and making them 0, you could easily go into an easy OTK with this card. So yeah. Next, One Curious. This is actually one of the reasons why I'm running Dangers. It's super easy to turbo into this card, and it actually helps you link climb into Yuki Onna, especially if you have Zombie World out. Curious will turn into a zombie. You can just link off with it later. So yeah. One Link Rebo. I'm running one Predaplant Verte Anaconda for the Super Poly card mainly. You could also use it for Instant Fusion if you wanted to, but mainly for Super Poly actually. One Krishan Halki Fibrax. I'm not running the whole Link Cross Formula Synchron engine just because you mainly just use it to get out Glow Boom out a little faster, and plus Unizombie is a tuner monster, so you could easily link off with it into Halki Fibrax. So that's the only reason why I'm running it. You don't have to, honestly, but if you want to, go for it. One Avenger Savior, and of course Vampire Sucker, which is probably one of the best Link monsters in the deck anyway. So yeah. All right, for fusions, I'm actually running 2 copies of Dragon Necro, Nether Soul Dragon. Now this, thanks to super polymerization, this is actually the best card to combat against Eldritch, since you know you could take their Golden Lord, use it for yourself, go into this, and yeah, that's it. Starting Venom, you know, just the fact it's a generic dark monster. For my instant fusion target, it's gonna be Millenniumize Restrict. I was gonna run Mud Dragon, but I didn't feel the need to run it, but I might change my mind later. But yeah, Millenniumize Restrict is another good way to counterattack certain hand traps. So yeah, like definitely something to look into. For synchros, running the Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon, the Shiranui Shogun Saga, Cyframe Lord Omega, and last but not least, Borreload Savage Dragon. So yeah, pretty generic stuff. All right, now for the side deck. Side deck's mostly running more hand traps. Ghost Mourner Moonlit Chill if I need it. Same thing with Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion. DD Crow is still a card, so like, and Ghost Bell actually combats against it, so I figured why not. Another funny card to run with this deck, Drag Down into the Grave. Both players reveal their hands, discard a card from each other, and then draw one. And again, this has pretty good synergy with some of your zombie monsters, so yeah, I still like to run it. Triple Twin Twisters, and for the last ones, I couldn't debate whether to go with Evenly Match or D-Barrier. I think D-Barrier was pretty good, so I might switch this up for Evenly Match, but D-Barrier is still a good budget option if you want to go that route. So yeah, why not? All right, well, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoy this, and I will catch you guys on for the duration of the combo videos.